Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for October 16th, 2025. I think it's the 16th. I'll put the right date up if it's not right. Anyways, yeah, my friends, they left. The happy family. They made my trip here so much better than if I were just to be alone. You know, I like to be alone normally, but they were very pleasant people, you know. And I noticed on the video, when I caught a video of those people who came to my home, that the guy had a gun. So he was some sort of law enforcement guy. All right. Or constable, maybe. I don't know. And the lady might have been a person who was maybe serving papers. Yeah. So if that's the case, gosh, I want those papers. Because if that's for me to go to court because of the assault and the stalking, then yeah, I want those papers. I want it. Because if I don't get those papers and I don't show up to court, they might drop it. And no, that's not what we want here. We want justice, right? Yeah. So I was thinking, because I was a little nervous, should I go home? Because who were those people? But they came in the middle of the day, you know, which is a bad time of the day, 2 o'clock. What if I was at work or something? Why don't they come, if they're trying to serve papers, you know, why would they come during like working hours? Maybe that's the only time they work. I don't know. But I looked it up online about serving papers and all that stuff. And they're supposed to leave a notice stating that they came by. Yeah, that's what it says online. If they can't get a hold of you the first time around, they should have left some sort of notice there to let me know, hey, we came by. You know what I mean? But I didn't even see them come up to the door. Why wouldn't... Just because my vehicles aren't there, maybe somebody's home. Why didn't they knock? Why didn't they check? Instead, they saw the neighbor and ran over there really quick to talk to them. That doesn't sound like the proper protocol for serving someone papers. I didn't see if they handed them anything. Maybe they handed them a card or the papers. They could give it to me, but I don't know. But I doubt it. So I actually spoke this morning to, you know, I called the Texas Rangers office because I have a direct line there and there's someone specific that I talked to. And I told her about the situation. I told her about that I have them on video and everything. The person had a gun and all these things. Because I was worried. I didn't know what to think. And then I figured out, you know, with some help from some friends, about that's what it could have been. Because they came in broad daylight, 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. But I've never dealt with anything like this ever in my life. You know, like ever. No legal stuff, no weird, nothing in my life have I dealt with this kind of thing. And it made me think, oh, maybe they were serving papers because maybe I am getting justice and I have to go to court for it. Yeah, I want to go to court. I want to see what they're going to do and what they're going to say. Because I'm the victim here. Hello. I'm the victim. And they're trying to make it so hard for me to get justice. You know, I wish I would have had that camera working. But, I mean, I didn't have lack of trust for anybody in the town when I moved there. I thought it was a nice little sweet town, you know. But now all this stuff is going on. I see the truth. That's why I got the 24-hour security camera. But it's too late for that now. But at least I have my neighbor who saw. You know, she actually heard the admission to the assault. That's what she heard. And also the person that came with her heard me scream out, "Don't you ever touch me again." And I screamed it out twice. So he can't say that that didn't happen, or he'd be lying on the stand, which there's a possibility that he will, because there's a lot at stake right here. Yeah. So there is a possibility he might say, I didn't see that. I didn't. But why would I scream that out? And why would I get the attention of others? That right there. Okay. Anyways. So I did call, when I was talking to the Rangers, they asked me, did they leave a card? Did they leave anything over there? I said, no, they didn't leave anything. And she thought that was very strange. Because if they come by your house like that and they need to speak to you, they have to at least leave a card or a notice or anything. Now, we're going to go home tomorrow. So I want to check. I also found out online that they might, come out and even stalk the house to make sure I'm there, which is fine because I want that paper. I want it. I want the notice to go to court. I want it because I'm not the one at fault here. You know what I'm saying? So I want that paper. So, yeah, they might stalk the house to make sure I'm home so they could serve me, and that's fine. If that's not the case and they just keep trying just to come by and give it to me, that's okay too. But we are leaving again next week. For a couple days anyways. And so another thing is, if they still can't get a hold of me, because they say like to evade getting the notice, or I'm not evading. I even tried to look up, if I'm not home and I'm trying and they're trying to serve you, can I go to pick it up? But you can't do that. They don't allow you to go pick up the summons or the court order, that's very weird because what if somebody travels a lot or nobody's home and they need to know, yeah. So anyways, another thing that they could do is send it certified mail, which is cool because we have a post office and, I can sign for that from the post office lady. Yeah. So maybe they're going to do that in the end. I would appreciate that because I sent them all my stuff through certified mail because I wanted to make sure they got it. Right? So if that's the case and they send it there, certified mail, then yeah, that will be cool. I'm okay with that too. Maybe I'm going to get justice. I don't know. Or maybe they're going to fight with me and say, oh, she's making claims. Or no, because I have a witness there that they were there. There's no information anywhere that this person, because I did mention before that this person, they called me, but they were already on my property. I also have phone calls after the event the next day that guy was trying to call me, but I didn't pick up because I figured, you know what? If they want to leave a message, a decent message, I will call them back. But they didn't. They hung up. They didn't leave a message. But I have a screenshot of those calls too. So why is he calling me? What did he want? He called like twice and then I didn't hear from him again. Maybe somebody told him stop calling. I don't know. But I have those on screenshot too. I haven't posted those. They're just on my phone. But I'm going to actually be transferring all the information that I have onto a flash drive on my computer so I can always have it. And yeah, that's it. We're still here for a whole nother night. It's nice where we are. But, the ice is melting. So we're going to go back home. And we're just going to kick back for the weekend. And because I have to be somewhere on Wednesday next week. So we're going to go camping around there. It's not close. That's why we're going to go camp around over there. Because it's not close to where we live. So and that's how I like to do some things. Some things I have appointments at certain places to do certain things. And I will just pack up the whole kit and caboodle. And we'll just go over there and camp out. Because the dog's like that. Anyways. So yeah, that's what we have going on. Everything's okay. We'll be home soon. But of course, you guys all know that all my videos are pre-recorded. Because, and I learned that on the road. I learned that on the road because I didn't want to be stalked or followed while I was on the road, by myself with the dogs and stuff. So everything got posted like after I already left the place, you know. It's just safer. It's just safer like that for me and for anybody out there traveling. You know, you should never say exactly where you're at because you don't know who's stalking you or waiting for you or looking for you. It's not safe to do that. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I have. I'm Mona. Let me see, actually. I can see right here. Yeah. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for October 16th, 2025, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.